Me queda 1% y lo usaré solo para decirte lo mucho que lo siento. Que si me ven con otra en una disco solo es perdiendo el tiempo. Baby, pa' que te miento.
All right, man. So it's currently 9:30, so it's actually a late start to the day. Usually I go ahead and drop off Italia at her grandma's house, which is my daughter. Right around 8 o'clock, I'm back after doing that. And I always have 2 eggs with mushrooms. And I'm very consistent. Like I can eat the same thing every single day. But the reason why I'm so, strict now is because I got my blood work back and I got like high cholesterol, freaking pre-diabetes. So I'm actually taking health way more seriously now, especially when I'm a dad now, because like I have to like stay healthy for the girls. So I make sure to at least work out now, have the same consistent things every single day. So it's like veggies, chicken, steak, eggs, fish. Not so much, that's why I take omega, and vitamin D. But yeah, usually I just try and be consistent throughout the day, especially in the morning. So I'll eat this first, go on a walk if I have time to with the dog as well. But if not, I just go ahead and play fetch with them outside. Look at her lounging. That's like grandma's house every single time. It's always like a summer vacation over there. And then my wife's actually working on our theme party for our 1-year-old birthday party. So she's about to be 1 year old next month, and they don't really have any kind of decorations for Disneyland. So my wife's literally hand making basically everything, which is pretty cool. So Vanessa's over here doing arts and crafts. This is the piñata that she's going ahead and making. We're doing Disneyland theme, so they don't really have much available online. So she's literally hand making all the decorations, right?
Yeah, majority of the decorations are custom to her name.
Which is time consuming, right?
Yeah, but I'm off work right now. So
Yeah. Got baby bonding. Who gave you the idea of Disneyland?
you.
Exactly.
Well, actually, TikTok did.
All right.
You sent me a TikTok.
Yeah, so we're doing Disney theme because it's the happiest place on earth, so it's gonna be the happiest girl on earth
Yeah.
instead of the sweet one, but works out. So usually what ends up happening is in the morning, the first thing I do is I just go over emails. So I go over any email that I might have, regardless if that's from like Amazon or coaching students, because right now I do coaching. Right now it's only for current Amazon FBA sellers that are looking to go ahead and scale. So if you're making $10,000 or more per month in revenue, go ahead and hit that link in the bio. But that's the first thing I do in the morning, right? So any question that they might have on Discord, email, that's the first thing that takes priority. After that, I do go over any like listing optimizations or anything going on in the actual business, regardless if that's my own businesses, the ones that I'm invested into as well. Right now, our biggest brand is Maverick, which is a weighted vest chest pack. So recently, 2 days ago, I noticed a dip in sales. So I'll kind of show you right over here. So I started noticing like a little trend of 18,000 being the biggest month, but you can see like the May 21st, which was like 2 days ago, we had like a $10,000 dip. Was able to figure out what was wrong with it. It was just some ads weren't running for whatever reason. So obviously that is important, right? Like this is literally my biggest brand that I currently own right now. So I got to go ahead and figure out any issue that are going on there. So that's basically it as far as like the majority of my day. But today we're actually going ahead and filming with Travis, which is another big YouTuber in the Amazon FBA space. We've done collabs already twice. So I'm excited for this one as well, because we're gonna be talking about buying Amazon FBA businesses too, and like kind of seeing exactly how to scale them. And I just purchased an Amazon FBA business by the name of Labs. So we're currently in migration right now. So exciting. And like, how do I find businesses, or like what's my criteria? Well, one of them is that they have to have like a 30% profit margin. Because what I do is I scale with ads. So by going ahead and having already a good, healthy profit margin, I'm able to go ahead and accelerate that growth. Number 2 is I look at tacos, which is total, basically taking what you spend on ads and your total sales. So this actual company had like a tacos of like 3%, which means that all of their sales are organic. So we have an opportunity there to go ahead and kind of scale this thing out crazy when it comes to Amazon PPC. Another thing, low SKU count. So I don't take anything that's less, more than like 20 SKUs at one time, because then I'm creating like a bigger job for myself, which again, I've got into Amazon FBA, just not go ahead and be chained down to a desk. So that's a criteria there. And other than that, like being brandable, right? Like supplements are great because of the fact that when somebody buys a supplement, they like it, they're going to continuously go ahead and repurchase and repurchase and repurchase. That does mean that PPC can be very elevated, but if you find the right keywords, or you're like in a certain niche that's like serving a purpose for one specific customer avatar, it's not a problem. All right, so again, that's kind of my day-to-day. If it wasn't for me going to Santa Monica and meeting up with Travis, my day usually ends around 1 to 2 p.m. unless I'm going ahead and talking to like investors, or something goes wrong, or I'm going ahead and creating new campaigns. So that's the glorious thing about Amazon FBA, especially private label, is that once you've already done all the hard work in the beginning, it's just going ahead and optimizing for like an hour, 2 hours per day. I think the reason people get skeptic about Amazon FBA is because of the image that people portray when they sell courses, right? They have these supercars, they go on these lavish vacations, they do all this just to sell a course, which again, 95% of people aren't going to go ahead and be driving supercars. There are going to be a lot of people that drive those supercars, but it's just that image that they portray, right? Like they think that when they start Amazon FBA, they're going to be here, where in reality, the people that are doing Amazon FBA are probably here, and you're gonna be somewhere in the middle. But that's everything, right? Like anybody in social media is only gonna show the good stuff anyway. So that's always one thing to keep in mind, right? The grass is always greener on social media. All right, so we're meeting up with Travis right now. He's another big like content creator in the Amazon FBA game. Probably one of the biggest ones on YouTube right now. And we're gonna jam pack a lot of value as far as like how to find a product, how to scale a product, how to know and identify products to if you want to purchase them. So again, a wide variety of how to do Amazon FBA private label, and it's always fun hanging out with him because he's from the area in LA as well. This is Santa Monica actually. I live in the suburbs, have a nice backyard with kids and everything like that, but sometimes I do wish I lived out here. How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
My buddy Jared.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Oh man, so this is where the magic happens.
Magic happens. Who's calling it?
Who's calling it? Who? Yeah. OVO Sound 2025.
Are you filming this over the course of like a week?
No, a day. Just a day. Just a day.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So
you have a full schedule planned, or?
not really.
Or just
I want to be real with Amazon
Okay.
FBA, right? It's like it's not much, man. Like honestly,
No
that's the
private
cool thing.
jets.
No private jets.
Everything real. Everything
Maybe I'll go buy a Rolex and do that.
Called my Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's cool, man. Like I want to keep it real with Amazon FBA because obviously, like the biggest benefit is like that time freedom, the location freedom. All right, so that was good. Initial thoughts as I'm out here. I like going ahead and talking about Amazon FBA. Obviously, Travis's channel is geared towards like new Amazon FBA sellers, which is cool. Like I said, my whole idea of like doing collabs with people in the space of Amazon FBA is to change people's lives, right? Because it's changed Travis's, it's changed mine, it's changed a lot of friends that I know. So if I can just go ahead and change anybody's life with Amazon FBA, that's the whole goal of going ahead and doing this. But I was telling Travis, and I was telling you a little bit about it, is that like it's so hard to continuously come out with the same content of like how to start on Amazon FBA, how to go ahead and get labels on Amazon FBA. So that's why I like to go ahead and just, current Amazon FBA seller stuff, like what my day-to-day looks like, right? Well, it is currently 12:30. I can call it a day, but there is traffic today, but we're here in Santa Monica, so we'll enjoy a little bit of Santa Monica right now. I do have a coaching call that I might go ahead and take. I do have a new student that's going ahead and reaching out to suppliers, so I want to go ahead and help him out as far as any questions he might have. I also have a phone call that I have to go ahead and do with my business partner just to make sure that we're going into the weekend, what the sales look like for one of our businesses. But that's pretty much it. Like, again, there's nothing urgent for me to go ahead and do. That's the power of Amazon FBA. They go ahead and do all the heavy lifting for us. How's it going, man? How are you?
Hey, Domino's for Larry.
I actually have one. I sell one. We're like one of the biggest brands on Amazon for weighted vests.
Oh, nice. No, mine's actually.
Oh, yours is actually a bulletproof vest. That's dope, man. Have a whole plate and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's some other scary shit.
Yeah. The thing is, a bulletproof, or you advertise like that, you can't advertise. So if you have your listing as a bulletproof, you can't advertise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's certain items you
You mean
can't.
trying to resell it?
Yeah, like selling your own
No,
brand.
I'm never reselling my bulletproof vest.
Oh, no,
I
no,
bought
no.
that for a reason.
No. All right, so right now we're gonna try out my cousin's spot. He just has like a walk-up right now. I've been meaning to try it out since I'm in Santa Monica. Might as well go ahead and support. So we'll try a little bit of everything. And then some quesadillas, some burritos, some tacos. Let's see what we like best. So, Horacio, bro, my cousin. What the fuck's going on? It's should be open. Says open, but you're not open. What the hell, man? I've been trying. Came all the way over here. We're going back to the house in the valley. Going to Porter Ranch, Cava. Won't let us down. This is the problem with like LA traffic, man. Everything red, man. So heading back home is gonna be killer because we live in the valley. So midday sales right there. Let's go ahead and see. It's currently 1 p.m. right now. We have refresh there. 103 units sold. $8,000 so far today. So. But the thing is, like, I didn't take a phone call. I didn't have to deal with a customer being angry. I had to think about refunds, shipping out to a customer. So that's like the power, right? Obviously. So if you're branded to Amazon FBA, I mean, it's not dead. It's still going. People are still buying stuff. It's probably the best business model in the world, honestly. Like, it's crazy to say that. Yeah. One thing though that I like about like what I do is that I don't flaunt anything, right? Like I don't flaunt like me having a house or doing upkeeping. I don't want to buy like the fancy car and show it off and everything like that because I want to be known as like the guy that has like the knowledge, right? Like I want to be like a Gary Vee and a Alex Hormozy where you listen to them because the value is so great. Like you don't care about the car they drive or like what they're into or where they live or because I'm sure they have the nicest cars, they have the nicest houses, but they never show it off. That's not who they are. It's always like what they have in their brain and like how they run their businesses and stuff like that that you value. So this is where the magic happens sometimes. I have some inventory here. The reason why I have inventory sometimes, usually go straight from China to Amazon. During 2020, 2021, Amazon had restrictions as far as how much inventory you can type in there or put into Amazon. So I used to use this as like a layover. Now I use this for every failed product that I go ahead and have. So anytime I launch a new product, let's say like this one here, I'm assuming it's one of our bags. In order for you not to get long-term storage fees, which you guys already know if you're selling on Amazon, you want to get rid of them. So I didn't get rid of this within a year. It didn't sell well. So now I'm stuck with 500 pieces of duffel bags. So I have that here. I do have some factory lace stuff, which is a shoe glue. The reason why this one failed, it didn't move as good. And it has an expiration, which is not on this one, but have an expiration, so shelf life matters. That's why, you know, it really depends what products you go ahead and sell. I wasn't able to get rid of it in time, so now I have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 units of shoe glue that just is gonna go basically gone. But that's, you know, that's a part of the business. Every product's not gonna go ahead and be successful. Every brand's not gonna be successful. Like I purchased an Amazon business too that was Relax Support, which is a lumbar support pillow company. Lumbar wedge pillows. Ended up failing. You know, it is what it is. I share my wins and I share my losses. I'm very transparent about that. It didn't go good because one, we got hit hard with long-term storage fees. FBA fees went up. Search trend during 2020, 2021, people were working at home. They like lumbar pillows. Search volume cratered in like 2023. So ended up failing, right? Like even if we try to go ahead and compete and get more market share, there was just not enough market to be had. So that's what ends up happening. But I do have, you know, factory lace stuff here that I'm still going to ship into Amazon. I have other stuff there and regular junk that people have in their garage. When the girls were first born, I kind of felt some type of resentment, thinking that if I didn't have kids, like where I would be in life, like maybe I would work harder or like have more time to do X, Y, and Z, and like, you know, you always compare yourselves to other, and they always say like comparing is like a thief of like, you know, your joy. because there's always going to be somebody that does better than you or makes more money than you or, you know, has a lifestyle that you want. And I felt that resentment when I had kids because I just felt like, dude, I'm spending so much time with my kids. They're waking up in the middle of the night. I have no time to go ahead and run a business. But ultimately, man, like, family is all that really matters at the end of the day. And they enjoy spending time with their dad, right? And like, there's gonna be one day where they're gonna be like me in my position where dad doesn't spend time with their kids. And I just don't want to take it for granted. And I kind of, you becoming a dad or like becoming a parent, puts yourself in that perspective that like, you are all they matter to. So like, sí, un Play-Doh. ¿Quieres otro dulce? Okay, no le digas a mami, okay? Te doy uno más. What do we do it for, right? Like all that hard working and me trying to make more money, at what cost, right? Like what was my end goal? And my end goal is to do what I'm doing right now, right? Like spending time with my daughter that's 2 years old, that her whole life is ahead of her. And she probably won't remember me sitting here and like spending time with her, but when I get older and when I'm on my deathbed, this is what I'm gonna remember them at this age. So really, like the reason why I started entrepreneurship and business and stuff like that was to have these moments, right? So it's really unfair for me to think that, have that resentment towards where I would be in life, you know, if I didn't have kids. So it's always perspective at the end of the day. Okay, dile hola a todos, me llamo Italia. Dile hola a todos. Me llamo Italia. All right, so not every day is the same. Obviously today we went over some coaching calls in the morning, had some breakfast, looked at the businesses too, so make sure that everything's running smoothly, that there's little fires that we have to go ahead and put out. We went ahead and drove to Santa Monica, filmed some video with Travis, which was pretty cool. Came back, had some lunch, now it's time to spend time with the family. So again, that's basically what it is day in life with me. But balance is always important, right? So always keep that in mind. Balance is important. Scaling businesses, buying businesses, everything else is just secondary. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more content like this as far as the day in the life, every day is different for me, but just want to go ahead and just put a little bit of perspective there. I would appreciate any like, subscribe, comment down below. So again, if you guys want more content like this, just go ahead and make sure to say that in the comments below. But until next time, guys, peace.